Go ahead.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dan Culhane with the Ames Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for joining us today. Joining me today are chamber members and small business owners here to give us some insight into how COVID-19 is impacting business here in Ames and Story County. I've got Lisa Hovis, owner of PhotoSynthesis here in downtown Ames, joining us. Say hello, Lisa.
Hello.
I've got Jo Banwart. You'll see Callie Sandal's name under Mary Jo's image. Jo Banwart, owner of Cookies, Etc. here in Ames at North Grand Mall and also in downtown Clear Lake. And then Tim Grandon, owner of Grandon Funeral Home. Thank you all for joining us today. We too here at the Chamber are encouraging social distancing, thus we are using Zoom to provide this broadcast today. Many people are choosing to work from home. We're no different here at the Chamber of Commerce. We're on a very pared down crew. Myself and two others and the balance of our folks are working from home, and we're in constant communication. I would encourage you to be rest assured that the Chamber of Commerce is still open. We're still working, and our folks are working hard from home. So thanks for joining us today. Let's dive right in. We've got a few questions that we're going to run through, and we'll keep this brief, but we'll also keep it very informative. And again, I want to thank our three folks who have just agreed to join us this afternoon. Mary Jo, I'll start with you, and this question will be the same for everybody. How has the COVID-19 virus impacted your business thus far?
Well, certainly things changed dramatically yesterday when the governor made a proclamation at noon that restaurants could no longer have seating capabilities. I think the big confusion so far is that restaurants are open as long as they can serve customers with takeaway or delivery or actually curbside service. So certainly we've seen, as customers are doing what they should do and staying safe with their families, a reduction in traffic. But we are finding ways to educate our customers that there are different ways to shop. You know, we FedEx cookies all over the country, and a lot of people don't know that. So there are different ways that restaurants are trying to reach out to their customers in this hard time.
That's pretty fascinating. I didn't know till yesterday when we visited that you're actually FedExing cookies all across the country. And at the same time, someone come to your business and get a gift card for a later date or get a gift card for some of their employees. And so there's other ways to generate revenue for people in the food service industry, correct?
Absolutely. A gift card today is certainly going to be good for many, many months in the future. So it can be utilized at any time.
Excellent. Lisa, we'll go to you next. How has COVID-19 impacted photosynthesis here in downtown Ames?
I've definitely seen a reduction in people coming into the shop. Online orders are also down. People are calling to make sure that we are open, and we are open. We are making sure that we are sanitizing things as customers use them when they come in and do use the kiosk and things like that. So definitely more stringent cleaning than we would do on a kind of hourly basis. But luckily we do offer lots of services that can be done without personal contact, like photo restorations, scanning, and different types of services like that. So that's one way we're, combating the virus.
Yeah. And you're probably reached out to your existing customer base through a wide variety of social media and email channels too as well.
Yep, I've been sending daily emails with ideas for what people can work on when they're home, and offering more services like pickup. I'll pick up orders, I can deliver orders, we can do alley pickup behind the building if people want, so they don't actually have to have contact with anyone if they don't want to.
Yeah, I appreciated your email today that talked about cleaning out that drawer full of photos and organizing them. So great suggestion. Next, I'm going to go to Tim, who just left. We'll get back to Tim in a moment. Let's move on to our. Oh, here he comes.
I'm back. I just have a clock chiming in the background.
Okay, Tim, very good. Talk a little bit, Tim, about Grandon Funeral Home, how COVID-19 is impacting your business to date.
I think everyone has heard on the news that we are limited to the number of participants at a service or at an event. I think that's probably the largest thing that we probably have seen. We too have pared back our staffing to kind of allow people to come in, but space them out, more appointment than just walk through the door as we normally do. And we're going to suggest to families to hold graveside services if they'd like to, where we can have that what I call social distancing that everyone's talking about,
Mhm.
and scheduling something in the future when things return back to normal.
Mhm.
Very good, very good. Very good. All right, let's start with Lisa this time. Lisa, can you talk a little bit about decisions you're making with the current state of the unknown as to how long this may last that you're making in your business right now? In terms of staffing, in terms of hours, things like that.
Mhm. Well, currently we're just as usual with our normal hours. We're still going to be open till 7 tomorrow night. Thursday nights downtown, we're hoping, people can come down. But we understand that everyone doesn't want to come down, right? Especially right now. And so, like I mentioned, we're offering things like pickups and we can ship things, we can do the alley pickup, we can deliver, just offering more options for people.
Very good. How about you, Mary Jo? Any decisions you're making right now from day to day and how they're changing related to this virus?
Ours does change day to day, being in the food related business. So I get several emails from all different kinds of agencies talking about what the changes might be. We do pride ourselves on a clean facility, but parroting on what Lisa said, we have upped that to lots more sanitizing. We no longer ask customers to sign their credit card slip because that way we aren't sharing pens. My husband and I are in conversation right now about if the mall closes, we don't have a back door at our Ames location. So how will we continue? Are there other businesses we can partner with to continue? Or do we close? And if we close, what does that mean for our employees and how we're able to pay them? So there are a variety of those kinds of conversations that we're trying to think in advance, although all the situations may change by the time that comes to making that final decision. We try to have some contingencies in place.
Yeah, it may change. Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
Tim, anything you'd like to add to that related to?
Yeah, I had to lay off an administrative assistant yesterday. One of the hardest things in the world to do, because she's a very good employee and I value her opinions and input, but I didn't have a choice with no funerals, no gatherings, things like that. Those were things she was doing. Now, down the road, I hope she's back. I hope we continue to do that. But at this point, I didn't have a lot of choice, Dan.
Well, and I think the hard part about that also is that we still are in a fairly tight labor market, and good people have choices. And as things rebound, there'll be a wide variety of opportunities. I'm not trying to be discouraging here to you, Tim, but it's just the reality. I've talked to a number of businesses. I've talked to well over 100 businesses in Story County in the last 2.5 days, and that's the recurring challenge aside from childcare and separating first and second shifts so there's not overlap in terms of people. But it's also, if we lay someone off, will we have the opportunity to bring them back? And so unprecedented challenges that are very, very, very difficult. Tim, I'll start with you. What advice would you give to others across our business community?
Probably if I was to give advice, I would say, look for calmness. There's a lot of negative news. Let's stay away from the negative news and look for calmness. Let's look for how we can better ourselves through this time. Very unchanging times, and a lot of changes will come, but I believe with calmness and practice good calmness, like get out for a walk or maybe deep breaths when you feel a little anxious, but reach out to family members and communicate to them on the phone. I think all those things are very important.
Yeah, well said. Well said. Mary Jo, any advice for your fellow business community members across the Ames and Story County community?
I think the best thing we can do is thank our fellow citizens for the support they've provided us in the past. I think it's a time for people to remember how to value the businesses that they've always done business with. People that have been our customers will continue to be our customers. They're just going to have to educate themselves on maybe how to do business differently. And thank you to Tim. Tim's been a longtime customer, and we appreciate his partnership. And so we have many partnerships there, and we're just going to all have to think about whether it's on a corporate level or on a one-on-one level, how do we continue to thrive and, as Tim said, do business in a calm way once we've all had an opportunity to kind of digest the news that's come our way. And I think at some point the news will kind of settle down a little bit. We'll have a new normal, but it will also require that we all think about maybe unique and different ways to support all of our businesses in the ways we have in the past.
Yeah, well said. Supporting one another as we go through this process, and even on the backside, supporting one another here in the business community. Lisa,
Absolutely.
any additional perspective?
I would just say to be open for change and to try to relax about changes a bit if possible. This is, like everyone is saying, it's day by day, things are changing. We learn new things, things that we shouldn't do, things that we should do. So to relax, accept that we are changing, there will be a new normal, and that things will be okay. I think the community is really pulled together. I've been really excited to see people banding together and to help each other, like the downtown businesses that are happy to help each other deliver their products. If any of you need help, if you need a storefront or a back door, I've got one. So I would partner with anyone that needs help.
That's outstanding, Lisa. That's a great offer of assistance, and it's great to hear. What I found really unique is the number of people that may not be business owners, may not work at the Chamber of Commerce, but they're sharing things on social media about get out and support the local business community.
Mm-hmm.
These are the same businesses that you've gone to support your club or your service organization or whatever it might be.
Yep.
Now it's time for them to call in the favor. And it's up to us, it's incumbent upon all of us here as citizens in the Ames and Story County community to reach back out. And so I love the fact that lots of people are doing that. How about an open mic here? Anything else you'd like to share before we wrap this up today? Lisa, I'll start with you. Anything else additional to add?
I would just say that I really appreciate people continuing to think about the businesses. And like you just mentioned, it's citywide, everyone's concerned about each other, and just continue that support, and we will support you in return.
Outstanding. Mary Jo?
I'd say give a call, call Cookies, etc. We're happy to help out. Call your other favorite businesses to make sure they are open right now. And the other thing is watch your neighborhood. Is there a neighbor that's elderly that needs somebody to go to the store, run an errand, and you're out anyway? Maybe offer to do that, or tape your phone number on their door so that they've got it in an emergency. I think this is a great time to really get to know our neighborhood.
Outstanding. That's good advice as well. Tim?
Yeah, I would just say that we're going to try to continue to serve our client families to the best of our capabilities in these changing times. And all this is new to us, just like it is to them as our client families. And reach out to each other, support each other, because I really feel we live in one of the best communities in the United States.
Well said. There you heard it. 3 great ambassadors for the Ames and Story County community. I want to thank each of you for taking time out of chaotic schedules to join us today and sharing your stories with us. These are no doubt unprecedented times, but we will get through this together as a community. And please remember to stay informed. But limit your intake of news. I said that with a little grain of salt, but Tim, you said it earlier. I think the intake we're getting of news, it's constant, and it can really get you down in a hurry. So limit your intake of news. I'd encourage everybody to check their attitude and remain positive. We're going to come out of this on the backside. I know we are, and try to spread calm to those around you as well. And finally, remember that we are in this together. We've been tested before. We're being tested, no doubt, right now. And we'll come out on the backside stronger than ever. All of us here at the Ames Chamber of Commerce want to express our gratitude and support to all of our members, all 700 of you. Visit us at ameschamber.com. Call us if you need anything. We're a resource. We want to be helpful to all of you. Thanks to our panelists, Mary Jo, Tim, and Lisa, and have a great afternoon. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.